Falashade Okenmoken, the owner of Unscripted TV, and I'm just here to let you know that we have a new show, and it's called Redefining Now, where we discuss redefining moments from the past, coming up in the future, while talking to some game-changing movers and shakers making history right now. What's up? It's your girl, Falashade Okenmoken, the owner of Unscripted TV. And I'm just here to let you know that we have a new show. And it's called Redefining Now, where we discuss redefining moments from the past, coming up in the future, while talking to some game-changing movers and shakers making history right now. What's up? It's your girl, Falashade Okenmoken, the owner of What's up? It's your girl, Falashade Okenmoken, the owner of Unscripted TV. And I'm just here to let you know that we have a new show. And it's called Redefining Now, where we discuss redefining moments from the past, coming up in the future, while talking to some game-changing movers and
choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make are going to affect
you. What controls you? Courage or fear?
I believe I know what I can get this.
choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make are going to affect your
future. What controls you? Courage or fear?
I believe I know what I can get this.
choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make are going to affect your
future. What controls you? Courage or fear?
I believe I know what I can get this.
Choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make, they're going to affect your future.
What controls you, courage or fear?
Choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make, they're going to affect your
future. What controls you, courage or fear?
Choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make, they're going to affect your
future. What controls you, courage or fear?
Choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make, they're going to affect your
future. What controls you, courage or fear?
What's up? It's your girl, Falashade Okenmoken, the owner of Unscripted TV. And I'm just here to let you know that we have a new show. And it's called Redefining Now, where we discuss redefining moments from the past, coming up in the future, while talking to some game-changing movers and shakers making history right now. Woo! Okay. Hey, y'all. Just getting this thing started. So if you're on Facebook, what's up? If you're on Unscripted TV, what's up? Wherever you are, what's up? I'm excited to be back on here. I haven't done this in a while, which is why obviously we got an 11-minute late start, man. Technical difficulties and all of that fun stuff. But either way, proud to be here, happy to be here. This is Redefining Now. Redefining Now. We First of all, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Falashade Okenmoken, the creator of Unscripted TV, where we're redefining our narratives surrounding the Black community through media. So that means that we have a lot of amazing content creators who have come together to share their authentic stories, creations, all of that great stuff in one platform, and we're bringing together the economic empowerment by working with other businesses who want to help sponsor these shows, who want to help grow our network, who want to actually have an authentic way to reach their own audiences and target their own people. So that is what Unscripted is all about. And Redefining Now is pretty much talking about the fact that, one, all of the content creators that come on Unscripted are called redefiners because they're redefining their own narrative, their own truth, and we celebrate that. We love that. But the truth is, let's say it's March. So last month was Black History Month. There are so many amazing people that we can call history makers that are like living in history from the past, the present, and in the future. So it's important that we celebrate people who are redefining moments in their lives that actually will redefine how we live in the future. So that's what Redefining Now is all about. But we don't just talk about people in the most positive way possible, but we also talk about current events, things that will change, things that we're working on, like all of the things that actually affect the Black community. Not that nuanced, but you know what I'm saying. Like we want to make sure that we start tackling things, and I can't do it alone. But this episode is gonna be kind of like a layout of how we're gonna be running this ship for the next however long we're gonna be running Redefining Now. But again, glad to have you on. I need to see who's in here because I don't even know. I see Teresa, I see Huey, I see y'all in here. I need to see who's in Facebook because I don't know. There might be some people in Facebook and on YouTube. But either way, we are up and running. We are getting things going and super excited to see what's going on. All right. With that, this is how the show kicks off. With Redefining Now, we really have to talk about redefining moments. So let me run that real quick. Okay, so Redefining Moments is going to be a segment in the show that kicks it off. That's going to be the opening where we just kind of talk about things that have happened in the past that we need to really address. If you have been in America, then you obviously know that the 1.9 trillion stimulus is going to be hitting your pocket soon, and then it also comes with some extra help for parents, which is going to be really great. $300 extra a month. Sometimes this is a fun conversation to have, especially with people on the internet, because there are two sides of people. There are people who believe that this is going to be super helpful, especially for people who've been struggling during this pandemic, which I agree. This has been a crazy, crazy time. And then there are people that think that people are becoming too that they're requiring too much help and that it doesn't really help them. It's been a crazy conversation that I've been having off camera with a few folks, but I'm really honestly interested to hear what other people have to think. And this is a redefining moment on Unscripted or on Redefining Now, because that decision, whether it was to go through or whether it was to not go through, that decision ultimately affects a lot of people. and to be able to discuss how it affects people is really important so that we can chime in and knock out that conversation. So I'm gonna see if anyone's responding to that. Not sure about it, but seriously, that's these are the types of moments that we will be talking about when we're talking about redefining moments. Some of the other things that we would talk about during redefining moments, and if you have been under a rock, then maybe you don't know about what's going on with the whole Meghan Markle and the royal family situation, but that has been getting serious as well. And of course, that has become a conversation in our community as well, where people are trying to decide whether or not they should stick up for her, or whether or not that this is one of those situations where she knew what she was getting herself into. Oh my goodness! Everyone is actually stating to go watch a movie that or a documentary, a show that's on Netflix called Crown. Like, I suggest you check it out. I haven't checked it out yet. I'm still digging into all of this, but these are more conversations that can redefine our moments, that actually can redefine the history of what's happening in the royal family and how that even looks from here on out, and what Meghan Markle's position coming in and leaving out, what that actually does to not only the family but the people that believe in the monarchy. Even with Morgan Pierce storming off and then quitting his job, like, there is so much that is in this, and it all stems from racism. Like, it stems from racism. Like, this is what's happening in the world that we live in, and these are the moments that we need to be able to discuss. So these are some of the things that we really would be talking about on Redefining Now during Redefining Moments. We'll have guests on. We'll actually be able to discuss it with them. It'll be interactive, so that means that I'll be able to see what you guys are talking about, which is why I keep looking over to the side to see what you guys are saying in the screen, making sure that I'm keeping up with anything that you have going on. But it's exciting to kind of get through these different chunks and talk about it not only on the unscripted platform but on other places where we can just talk and experience each other. And let me see. I got people chiming in on me right now, so I'm just making sure that I know what's going on. But I'm going to now move into a portion that's going to be a huge part of Redefining Now. And that is where we talk about the redefining shows. So, with Unscripted, one thing that we're doing is we're trying to build out a really diverse group of content creators, documentaries, music videos, movies, shows, web series, so much amazing content that we're bringing on, even visual podcasts, so that we can continue to talk to people, to show content, to be authentic, and to highlight these amazing people. When we have new shows that come on, we'll be using Redefining Now to highlight them, to talk about these shows that are coming up, to let you know to watch them. Like, obviously, this is the first time that Redefining Now is happening. This is not how it's gonna run. I promise. It won't be a talking head all the time. But like, we have other shows that we'll be highlighting in this. Like, we have Cash Color Cannabis. We actually have a few shows that focus on cannabis right now, which I think is interesting, and I think it's actually really great, because history shows that African Americans have been jailed for weed at higher rates than any other race. Obviously, I know people who've been in jail for long stints of time for small amounts. Even on one of the shows, and I believe it actually was Cash Color Cannabis, they had someone who went to jail for 13 years for 3 pounds of weed. So, like, these are conversations that we're having now, because now we have these huge companies, or cannabis companies, that's the word that they like to use now. We have these huge cannabis companies that are raising millions and millions of dollars legally for the same thing that we have some brothers and sisters still in jail for. So I'm excited to have these shows on Unscripted that talk about cannabis and that can redefine the narrative surrounding cannabis in our community, so that we can highlight, Tyson, thank you, so that we can highlight these these businesses that are doing a great job to make sure that we can celebrate cannabis, that we can sell cannabis, that we can participate in that just like everyone else can now, like we should actually be the main ones that should be able to do that. There should be some things in place. Like, I'm all 100% for it, and I'm excited about Cash Color Cannabis. I'm excited about Canavision. I'm also excited about another show that actually we just finished the season finale, but it's still running, called Seriously, which also touches on cannabis. Like, it's coming up, and if you have a show or if you have a business and you feel like you do a great job to promote with these shows and with this content, then we would love to invite you to check out their shows, to see what they're about, and to see how you can actually support them and be a part of that conversation. As a matter of fact, just for that, I'm gonna run a trailer for Seriously, because I think that is a really great show that came from a Howard University graduate who now lives in Oakland and was able to create this show during the pandemic. He put together 10 episodes. It highlights a problematic transplant, which means that there's a person who time traveled from the 80s into 2020, and now he's like meeting his son and reliving how he's supposed to be a father in 2020. So actually, I think this would be a great time for us to just kind of run that trailer. So give me one moment, and I'm gonna let that ride real quick. One of our shows that incorporates cannabis, and one of the shows that you can sponsor to actually be on Unscripted. Here we go.
The year was 1980, when Sirius Lee, a quantum physicist, martial arts expert, and electro-funk rapper, was experimenting late night in his laboratory and accidentally opened a time portal. He was sucked in and transported to Oakland, California in the year 2020.
So tell me about yourself, Mr. Lee.
It's serious. Serious Lee. I'm searching for temporary housing until I can restore the hole I made in the space-time continuum. I'll bury the time capsule for myself with my time dilator. It's a key tool required to spur quantum teleportation and get me back to my time. It should be right about here.
It's the new weed dispensary.
You mean my time dilator is buried in a drug house for reefers?
What can I help you with today?
Dad?
Junior?
You left me 40 years ago. I didn't tell everyone my dad was a time traveler. You know what they called me? Marty McFly.
I don't get it.
It's funny.
This point forward, things are gonna be different. Starting right now. Hit it! Father and son. Time outlaws on the run.
You're gonna have to get a job at the dispensary, Dad.
You look like a love child between Mr. T and Richard Simmons.
Remember, you're gonna have to act normal.
I'm a black man in my 30s from the year 1980. I'm in the prime of my life, just like O.J. Simpson. You wouldn't tell him not to be a lady killer, now would you? Whoa, what?
Seriously. More like, predictably.
Good one, Gloria.
We're in a predestination paradise.
Exactly.
In a what?
You know, basically the plot of the Terminator, Back to the Future, and every other time travel science fiction movie.
No time to waste, gang. Follow me.
This is Sirius Lee, the problematic time transplant.
All right, so that was Seriously. Hopefully you liked it. The problematic time transplant. That's on Unscripted, Mondays at 11. Again, like I said, they just finished this season, but like you can catch back up. You can watch it. We're going to be putting out some promos, so you can probably have a whole day where you can just binge it all. It's really a great show. I think that you would love it. But also in this time with Redefining Now, our shows that we will be highlighting are some of the shows that are made by amazing creators that really just need to get you guys to watch it. This show that I'm about to show you a trailer for is about a Black woman who runs her own practice in New York. And what makes it really dope is that we had a few other shows where there were Black Black women who were leading as doctors in shows, but she's the main character. She's the owner, And it's just a really strong storyline. Plus, it came from a really amazing content creator who I've grown to really get to know over this pandemic. And I think that she's great, and she's definitely somebody to watch out for. So this is by Carolyn Pierre Outlaw. She's really dope. This is Rhonda Mitchell, MD. Check it out. This is one of our redefining shows because it's redefining the narrative that Black women can own our own practices and be dope doctors and still go through the regular woes of life. Check it out.
Life's been good since I took over my dad's clinic.
Brian don't work here no more?
Now, what the hell is going down there at that damn clinic anyway?
My friends are supportive.
Still stinky Rhonda.
My patients love me.
I thought I felt the draft.
I think it is time for us to get some help here.
I'm out.
And my sex life
What kind of sex y'all have?
has never been better. Yeah, life is just
I got this.
awesome.
See what I mean? By she goes through everything that regular people do. And she's still a boss. We need more shows like that. We need it. We need to normalize Black queens doing everything. I'm joking. We don't need to normalize that. We need to normalize Black queens doing what they want to do and still doing what they want to do. It's great. Anyway, that's part of the things that we will be showing during Redefining Now when we're talking about the redefining shows. I am going to play a reel right now just so that you can see some of the other content that we have on our platform. And then I'm going to talk about one of the next segments that we'll be having when we get the show up and running next week, which is music. But right now, I want you guys to check out the reel just to see some of our other content. I'll be back to give you more information on how we're going to do the redefining music portion. Here you go. Here you go.
Choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make, they're going to affect your
What controls you? Courage or fear?
I believe I know what I can get this thing.
You gotta have that dedication and that motivation, not only motivate yourself, but everybody around you. This is the room where the fire started out. It's still surreal just even being in here and being behind it. It smell like Leah Crib yet. I still got that smell of my clothes.
Thank God. Everybody's still alive.
Yo, that's a fact.
And we bless everybody every day on this block, 98th Street, East Elmhurst, New York.
My grandmother's things, my family's things. Imagine your life in boxes. Imagine years of memories just in boxes.
The bullet comes through my window. Comes through my window. I have like a little headboard thing. Through the headboard. It winds up on my dresser.
Anything that I do going forward is for you. Every fiber that's in me, I pass on to you. I want to inspire you. I don't want you to ever be like me. Be better. Always be better. Strive to be better. Love you, King.
All right. I hope that you enjoyed that special trailer. That is of Tragedy and Triumph, which is obviously a great docu-series about an amazing also Howard graduate, because we're everywhere, HU, of an amazing Howard graduate who recently went through a lot of things when it comes to him building his music career, as well as him losing his grandmother, who was an amazing staple in his life, and as well as having to rebuild the home that burned down. I believe like 3 days before we all went on lockdown for COVID. So that docu-series is very touching because you get to see how strong he's fighting for his music life, but also how he's dealing with becoming a new dad and just all of those experiences put together. And it just shows the authenticity of us having multiple layers and of us having a reason to share our different stories. And I wanted to use that as a segue into what I'm talking about because I want to make sure that on Redefining Now, we also highlight musicians. And Reno has a song or a music video that will be dropping tomorrow, which is awesome because his show is also going to be rebooting next Friday. So like it's really great to see his music, but then also to see it with his shows. So I do invite you all back March 19th to actually be a part of his live where he's going to be talking about his show and then premiering it all out to you guys. Again, this was like a pause so that he could get some stuff together. Now we're back up and running, and we're going to really be able to show you some in-depth detail of how he's doing great things. And it's a way for you to be a part of this artist's growth. So I'm excited for that. Definitely follow him on Instagram so that you can see his music video drop tomorrow. Reno KOQ. Follow him, go check it out. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna be premiering it again next week during Redefining Now, so it's gonna be really cool for you guys to see that, and then also to be able to watch his show on the 19th. If you are an artist and you have really great music videos that you really just want to get out to the world and showcase, we would love to invite you on to Redefining Now so you can come on, talk about your music, talk about your videos, and then debut it. Just show it on out to everyone. Like, we would love to have you on. So if you just saw something hit me in my face, it's because I have an amazing 9-year-old son. And because we're live, I'm going to be nice. But yeah, he definitely threw something at me. And we going to be talking. We going to be talking when I get to go to a commercial break. I promise you guys. Okay. I promise. I love him. But yeah. Made me lose my train of thought. Yeah. With musicians, if you have music, make sure that you send it over to Unscripted. We would love to air it. We would love to talk to you. We would love to promote you. And then we would also love to continue to push your music, especially your videos on the platform, so that we can have amazing events and have really good music blocks with your content. So like, please hit us up if you got music. We would love to, like I said, promote you. And one of the other things, oh wow, how did I skip this? One of the other things that's really important about Redefining Now is the fact that we want to highlight what's going on in the moment. And one of the things that's going on right now is that it's Women's History Month. Which is really important to me. Well, it's important because I am a woman, but the Unscripted team starting out was all women. Like, we all put our minds together and we worked with each other to try and build out what we're doing. Now we have diversified and we will continue to diversify because that is important. But I do want you to understand the strength of the nurturing that went into building this out. And we're still at the very beginning. But that took a lot. And I want to shout out to my team for being a part of that, for being a part of history, because I do feel like Unscripted is the in the moment history, the redefiners right now. So all of you guys, make sure that you pat yourselves on the back, clap for yourselves. Like, I love you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Yesterday was International Women's Day, which is something that a lot of people like to celebrate because Women's History Month is here, but International Women's Day is where we celebrate all women all over. And the theme for this year was Choose to Challenge. And I thought that was a great theme because we are choosing to challenge everything this year. And some of the things that we're doing by choosing to challenge is, one, this show, but two is talking to other women who have chosen to challenge. We're talking about women in sports, women in finance, women who are really in fields that you normally don't see them in, that are male-dominated fields, and they are dominating in their natural element, like really doing it. Next week we'll be talking to an amazing woman named Essie, who is running the House of Athlete in Florida. Yeah, I know you've heard of Brandon Marshall. It's an amazing location, but really it's an amazing brand that they've built. They've done a lot with that. So I'm really excited to speak to her. She's the president, and next week she's going to be on with us to really talk about women in sports, and how she's able to navigate that and what that means. So we're excited to be able to talk to these amazing redefining women, and especially in the month of Women's History. So I'm excited to do that with them. And then also, I mentioned it, the COVID anniversary. Like, that was last week, right? That's coming up. March 12th was the anniversary of me being on lockdown. That was when we stayed in the house. Me and my son, we stayed in. We did not go nowhere. We started ordering food to come to. It was crazy. That was the very start. So we are almost at our lockdown anniversary. So definitely celebrate that. That was a redefining moment from 2020, and obviously will continue to be a redefining moment because we still don't know when we're gonna get out. But we'll be continuing on in that conversation in regards. Let me see who's in here. Seriously, weeknight. Yes, Teresa is in Unscripted, letting people know that they can watch certain shows at certain times. So we have Seriously weeknights at 8 p.m. Okay, she needs to put PST because she's talking about Pacific Standard Time. Yes. Rhonda Mitchell, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Tragedy and Triumph reboot March 19th at 7 p.m. Yes, thank you for these recaps. And then Huey said, my 2-year no birthday anniversary. Wait, so you're not, 2-year no birthday anniversary. Right. This year, because I'm going to do something, I'm celebrating my half birthday. So my birthday is January 25th, and I went out. I went out to dinner and then went out to visit my family. So I had fun. But, I'm going to celebrate my half birthday. So I'm telling somebody's son to take me on a trip. No, I'm just joking. But, yeah, I'm going on a trip. I'm doing something COVID safe. But I need some sunlight, okay? So, yes. You'll celebrate your birthday this year, Huey. Promise. I hope so. But yes. Let's see. Glad to see you guys up in here. Can't wait to get stuff going on for next week. As a matter of fact, this is actually something that I'm excited about. I want to show you guys something cool that we're going to be doing, and then I'm going to explain to y'all how we're going to do it during Redefining Now, because redefiners are a whole bunch of different types of people. And we want to make sure that we're able to celebrate all of them. So one of the things that we think is really cool is nonprofits, because there are some nonprofits out there that are really making an impact in our communities, and I find it extremely important to celebrate them. So check out this quick little clip, and then I'm going to explain to you guys why it's important and what we're going to do with it. Okay, so right there, we recently put up a post on social media that was asking for people to tag really great nonprofits. We got so many great tags for really, really dope nonprofits. I pulled a few of them and was able to put that nice little snippet together. Gonna clean it up and actually post it on social media. But the reason why we did that is because we think that the redefiners that are in nonprofits have a strong urge and passion for what they're doing, and that is important, and we want to be able to amplify them. So this month we are going to be looking for nonprofits that already have some type of visual presence, as in like a video or something just explaining who they are, and we're going to make sure that we highlight them every week on Redefining Now, one of the things that we also understand is that not all nonprofits have money or have the access to be able to make these types of videos. So for ones that are in DC, we'll be putting you guys into a drawing at the end of the month to give you guys a video. So one of you will get a one-on-one consultation with me where I can actually put together a really nice video for you in your nonprofit. So I'm excited to do that. Like, that's something on my heart. Like, I've been working with nonprofits for a long time now. And I think that that's something that Unscripted can give to you and that we want to give to the community. So if you have a nonprofit, if you have a friend with a nonprofit, please go to our Unscripted Instagram page, tag them underneath, even send us a message so that we can amplify you and get you in that drawing to win a commercial. So like, that would be dope, and we'll be able to amplify it very heavily. So yes, don't forget to tell your friends all about that. Right? And with that, my backgrounds. And with that, I want to highlight, like I said, Essie for next week, just so you can see more about her and know what's coming on for next week. And then I'm just going to recap with kind of how the show is really going to roll. Like, today was crazy. I had to set up so much and I had to retune how we were getting this thing back up and running. But next week is going to be legit. So I hope that you guys have been able to come in, just get a feel for it as we're like warming into it. But next week, y'all get ready, because it's going to be dope. And this is Essie, who I was talking about earlier. Super dope. Really excited to have her on next week. Really great team working behind the scenes to make all of that happen, to pull the pieces together to get these dope women involved. Really excited to just keep pushing that narrative that we can do anything, and we really can. And I'm really excited to, like I say, be here to talk to you right now. Promise. Like I said, we're not going to be doing this talking head thing all the time, but I'm excited to be here to talk to you right now and to continue to push the unscripted narrative and the unscripted stories that we're going to continue to build and grow on. So right now, I'm going to run through a few more of our reels, run through some of our trailers, just kind of get you guys caught up with some of the amazing content that is on Unscripted, because I think it's super important that you guys get to see this. And then I'll come back and just kind of close it out and let you know, like, next week it's on and popping. I do want you guys to hit me up if you have questions, if you have people that you want to highlight, if you have nonprofits, musicians, or even moments that you think that we need to highlight. Like, seriously, if you have a special moment in your life that could be of interest for us to share, tell us. Like, don't hold back. This is our community. This is for us. So we're gonna run through some of the reels, more trailers, and then we're gonna come back. But I appreciate you guys for being here, and here we go.
Choices, chances, and consequences. The decisions that you make or don't make, they're going to affect your
What controls you? Courage or fear?
I believe ba ne to ka ke pesi.
Hi everyone, I'm K.S. Lewis. You're used to me as an author, and I hope you've had an opportunity to read my books, The Game According to Life and Love Notes for Life. However, I'd like to invite you on a new journey to watch my show, Love Dish. So, Love Dish is the infusion of two things that I'm most passionate about, relationships and food. I'm talking to people around the DMV and beyond about lots of topics surrounding love and relationships, but we're also cooking a signature dish or creating a signature cocktail. Now, why are we taking that premise for this show? I'll tell you. Many of the significant things that happen in our lives happen around food, whether they are milestone birthdays, weddings, engagements, first dates, crucial conversations, doesn't matter. A lot of those things happen around food because it makes us comfortable and it puts our mind at ease. So why not talk about love and relationships while we're doing the same thing? So join me on YouTube. Again, Love Dish. People that you love, food that you love. I'll see you soon.
The essential message that I want to share with anyone is it doesn't matter how cute you are, how in shape you are, and how much of the opposite you are that you feel, because somebody's going to like what you got going on. But it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. Don't let nobody save you for later.
So I met this person in college through a mutual friend, actually.
So my most current relationship met on Tinder, actually.
We were like in a dorm. There was it's like one of those dorm parties, and that was my first time seeing him. I was like, he's cute.
So it's like I was just enamored with the fact that she was a teacher, and not only just a teacher, but she was like I said, she was patient with me.
We parted ways because we just ended up not seeing eye to eye on the future.
I definitely can say I wasn't secure in myself at that time in my life. So when things would come up, I would just, lie.
We were toxic. I mean, like abusive in all kinds of ways, whether it was verbally, physically. I was crazy. He was crazy.
If I were to tell my younger self anything, I would tell her to just really be direct about what you want and not apologize for it. I would tell her to love herself a little more.
Understanding what you like first, what you want to do first. And if you're confused, because, we're not going to have it all together, don't mess with nobody right now. How you confused on you, and you're trying to give 100% of confused you to a relationship.
The things that I was going through, which was trying to overcome an abortion, and this relationship and how we ended is just not sitting right with me. But regardless if it's not sitting right with you, you love yourself enough to not continue to try to push that relationship in a direction that you want it to go because of your own insecurities and your own anxiety about why it didn't work.
Listen to what a person tells you about themselves and to trust your gut when the red flags start to come.
I would tell my younger self, don't be desperate to be wanted, and love yourself.
If you don't, recognize the bond that you have with your significant other, then you'll constantly always go down the same path
you know, of feeling like you're inadequate or not deserving of love or not deserving of that person, and you'll self-sabotage without even really knowing it.
And then guys feel so entitled nowadays. Like last time I checked, I thought women were the prize. Right. Show forth what you can bring to the table first, and we'll follow up.
Gardena was the place that the rose grew. From the concrete with flows from the old school. All I had was a pocket full of hope, a page full of notes. Now they say that I'm dope. Back when I was muted, who could have imagined? Told me turn the volume up and I was blasting. Got Cali on my back, I carry it like Atlas. Won't shrug, I paint magic on the canvas. As sweet as honey, how I found my path. Reminisce on how we sit around and laugh. Now the twin thoughts push me twice as hard, and I reveal the real me despite my flaws. So let's go get it. Under pressure, I never fold. Trying to complete the greatest story that's ever told. On these streets, anything can come in your way. Hold up, Burn got something to say. Welcome to the life of Burn. The life of Burn. The life of Burn. Welcome to the life of Burn. The life of Burn. The life of Burn. Welcome to the life of Burn. The life of Burn. The life of Burn. Just a day in the life of Burn. The life of Burn. The life of Burn. Showtime on the mic, Pat Riley with it.
All right. All right. All right. All right. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, we had some technical difficulties, but that's never going to stop anything that we do because we are redefining the narrative and we are redefining what we're doing in our communities, for our communities, and with our amazing creators and businesses. So I invite you all to be a part of Unscripted, especially for Redefining Now. We're going to continue to do this. It will not only stream on Unscripted, it's going to stream on other platforms so that you'll be able to share it with more people and so that you can be more a part of the conversation. If you'd actually like to be a guest on this platform, please let us know. We'd love to have you. We'd love to talk with you, especially for our redefining moments. We want to bounce some of that information off of you. So feel free, hop on with us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out some of our shows. We just showcased just a few of our shows, all great, all amazing, and that's just a portion of what we have here on Unscripted. So please continue to tune in. We'll be dropping out more information. We'll be giving you live events. We'll be letting you know of everything and anything that we have going on. So we're excited to get this ball back up and rolling. And super excited to be here, like I said. So with that, I am going to close this thing out. Now, the fun thing is I have some musical performances that were performed during our New Year's Eve event. And I think that it would be great for us to close out to showcase some of those really dope performers. So with that being said, I am going to take it to, let's see. Look, we got options. We really do have great options. I'm going to take it to J. Lou. J. Lou is going to perform, and that was from our New Year's Eve event that we had, and that's how we're going to close out this show tonight. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Hey guys, happy holidays. This is J. Lou Sizzlin. If you want to follow me at Instagram, JLOUSIZZLIN. J. Lou stands for Just Living on the Universe, Sizzlin. What I would love to leave in 2020 is just all the negative attachments, energy, people, anything that was really holding me back during this year to reach my fullest potential. And for 2021, my intentions are to really align with my passions and to just walk with faith and really change the perspective of fear. Like, my fear now is a motivation for me because I see it as an acronym, which is face everything and rise. And I'm really excited for 2021 because I feel like it's gonna be the year where I'm gonna really break out of my cocoon and become the butterfly that I know I am. So I'm really excited about 2021. I just wanna say Happy New Year's to everyone. Sending you good spirits. Those who need healing vibrations, I send it your way. And if you want to follow me and like my song, my Instagram is JLouSizzlin. It's JLOUSIZZLIN. And yeah.
Happy New Year's. I hope you're having a good time. My name is Wellington Walter. I hope you enjoy. Look, in them days when you chillin', things are going amazing. Way too good and it's crazy, the feeling overwhelming. Sunny days in the sky, ain't no tears in your eyes. When's the last time you cried? Then you suddenly realize that life is like a scary movie, kinda like a scary movie. Caution to the wind, and there ain't no running hiding. You really gotta summon what's inside to get out of it. Life is kinda like a scary movie. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Feeling like Jason Bourne. My whole reality torn. I come with skills that you just can't ignore. I heard they looking for the boy, yeah. I'm just telling my story. Feeling like Jason Bourne. My whole reality torn. I come with skills that you just can't ignore. Heard they looking for the boy. I'm just telling my story. Yeah, not about money and women and drugs, but it's about love and not giving up and always fun and always adjusting. And I'm picking them up, cause I'm doing me. I really believe that what I achieve will be all of my dreams, because I'ma make it by any means, yeah. Out of the trenches, I learned my lessons. I felt the pressure, I did it crack, and I went on attack. Stuck to the facts, it's just what I do whenever I feel there was a wall that's right on my back. I lit up the gas, I left the chick mad, left me alone, and turned my heart cold, and I'll be awoke within my soul. I was just a kid, never gave in, committed some sins. Yeah, dang, I need a win. Yeah, feeling like Jason Bourne. My whole reality torn. I come in skills that you just can't ignore. Heard they looking for the boy. I'm just telling my story. Feeling like Jason Bourne. My whole reality torn. I come in skills that you just can't ignore. I heard they looking for the boy. I'm just telling my story. Yeah, August 21st, 2017, that's the day I really turned 18. That year took a lot out of me. 2017 gave me HBG, sun blacked out by the blackout. Blow her back out, make my mom proud. Big Willie with a little woo style, balls on in mouth. I can shake rooms, yeah, I can move crowds. I got my own sound, and they moving foul, but I'm a god child. My time now, so my time now, yeah, my time now, yeah, my time now. Yeah. Feeling like Jason Bourne, yeah. Yeah, I come with skills that you just can't ignore. Yeah, feeling like Jason Bourne. Yeah, I come with skills that you just can't ignore.